going to on my.
I caught you just as you started that. Hi, welcome to a Brave Healer Productions live chapter reading. It's Brave Story Time. I'm Lisa Karasek, the community manager, and I'm here today with Angel Rohrer. I apologize. You said I would do that and I did it. Angel Rohrer, who is the lead author of Bytes of Light. And today she is going to read her chapter for you all. Chapter 1, The Sacred Dance, Honoring the Divine Masculine and Feminine Within. Angel, would you like to tell us why you wanted to write this book? Tell us about the concept, how it came to be, why you wanted to write it.
All the good things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this last 10 years, I have been on my own spiritual journey, trying to navigate this world and figure out how to be more peaceful within my own body, and working in a shamanic community where they talk about, holding the divine feminine and masculine within ourselves, not just finding your divine partner, but housing both aspects within your own body. And so that has been my digging and my medicine for the last 10 years. So this book and the education in the beginning of it and in the beginning chapters explains kind of my journey to find this medicine. And the reason why I chose wolf medicine to kind of use it as the framework is because of the leadership qualities and the family and the commitment and the community that comes within animal medicine. For those of us who are extremely sensitive and have trouble sometimes connecting with humans, the animal worlds, like that saved my life. The first part of the introduction, I talk about my spirit animal showing up as a small child, where everybody else kind of had imaginary friends. I had an imaginary wolf, but didn't really understand it was a wolf until I was well into my teens and saw a picture of one and went, oh my goodness. So there's a whole bunch of pieces of my life that came together to create this vision, to create this medicine, and in this book.
Beautiful. And so that's why you wanted to write. And today you're going to read your chapter 1. So
Yeah.
Why do you want to write this chapter?
So kind of how I put the book together with my pieces and my husband's pieces is I explained the medicine and, wrote some poetry and stuff in the beginning to kind of anchor in what the divine masculine and feminine means to me, because this is my medicine. So if it resonates with you, fantastic. If it doesn't, that's okay too. That's why there's so many books being written these days. For me, the first couple of chapters are my goddess chapters. The introduction and this chapter that I'm about to read is my experience understanding what the goddess medicine means inside of me. And then the end chapters, the two that my husband and I both wrote at the end, are our warrior chapters. And you can tangibly feel the difference in the energy of both of those chapters. So I really wanted to teach the concept that I understand and then show this is how I hold goddess and this is how I hold warrior.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I think you answered my third question then. How did it feel writing the chapter?
This chapter, it's quite fascinating. So I didn't just sit down and write this chapter. It took me, there's 2 years of writings in this. In the one part, you'll know after I read it, but the one part where I'm going on the journey, I actually woke up in the middle of the night and wrote it then 2 years ago. Oh. So then when it came time to, I didn't even know I was going to write a book back then. So then when this concept came into fruition, I went, okay, well, one of the most significant hits as a psychic medium that came in and holding space for loved ones to cross, that oracle space, I was like, okay, well, that's so many hits happened along this journey that I'm about to take you through. And then literally the poems that I read in the middle, I channeled that night. So this chapter was written right in the 0 point stillness of the moment, some of it.
Beautiful.
So there's little snippets that were real time.
Nice.
And then when it came to put it together, I bookended it with, the rest of the vision. But a lot of this was written right as it was happening.
Beautiful. And it's a beautiful book. I have read it. Thank you so much for sharing your vision with the world. Thank you for bringing this to life.
It's cool to hear someone's read it, because it's only been out in the world for like just over a week. And yeah, there's boxes sitting on my floor with 50 books right here. And I'm just like that, the baby's birthed. Here it is.
Yeah, there's no sending it back. Exactly.
It's wild. Yeah, it's very cool. So,
well, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you ready to read your chapter?
I am. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm nervous-sighted, and I'm going to own it.
Okay. All righty.
All right. Do you want me to stop at the medicine or?
No, read your whole chapter.
The whole thing.
Yep.
All right. All right. The Sacred Dance, Honoring the Divine Masculine and Feminine Within by Angel Rohrer. My story. Come to my house for 2 weeks and see what you think. What the fuck? I just met this human. We have spent 4 days at a retreat and now he wants me to go to a different country to visit for 2 whole weeks during the lockdown. Am I crazy to say yes? I started challenging myself when I asked myself if I was crazy by repeating the mantra given to me by one of my first shamanic mentors. If you are sane enough to contemplate whether you are crazy, you aren't. Dropping in and listening to my body, the yes was authentic, and so began my next adventure, marked by my 50th birthday portal. 2 weeks turned into flowing with more yes. And as we did the sacred dance, I chose to lean into my omega feels, surrendering myself for the first time in my life to be consciously led by an alpha, a captain in the fire service. The wiggles were real, forcing me to surrender to depths I had never swum in. His capacity to out-warrior me was strong, which allowed my goddess to peek her head out and experience with the mystery surrounding her while I felt safe and held in this space. Soon into our courtship, an adventure called as the world attempted to navigate COVID and the restrictions put upon us humans. One warrior said no to the institution that was challenging his beliefs on vaccinations, and choices were made to leave his community to go where his values were accepted. He said yes, we said yes, in support of this member of my Alpha's pack, and helped move his family from the West Coast all the way to the other side of the country via moving trucks. The days turned into nights, and the sun came up and down as we drove across the country, state to state, entering different time zones, realities, and worlds. My consciousness expanded into the stars, sleeping, dreaming, driving, lulling me into lucidity as we covered 33 hours of road, stopping to only fuel and empty our trucks and our soul baskets. Sleep came easy with the hum of the road, lulling me into dream time. I was on my aunt and uncle's property in the mountains, visiting my Uncle Jerry. Man, I have not seen him forever. His eyes were as sparkly as the last time I saw him. Was that yesterday? My heart was exploding with joy as we walked the property through the trees, smelling the fresh mountain air. He talked about connection with the land through his eyes, with no words escaping his half-shaven face. Memories flash of our most heartfelt moments in this lifetime, reminding me how special this soul was to me in human form. Sunlight blinds me, searing into my eyelids, forcing my consciousness to wake to the here and now as the sun greets another day. As I sit up, feeling the vibration of the highway underneath my hip, I smile, thinking, wow, what a great visit with Uncle Jerry. Wait a minute. He's been dead for 20 years. My body freezes as I come to full consciousness, looking around my unique environment, processing where I just was, looking down at my soul basket, reminding myself where I am, who I am with, and what we're doing. I softly run my hands down my arms, leaning into the cozy nest of furry blankets and sacred space created in the cab of the moving truck. As a smile greets my face, as I look out the window at the passing trees, I'm in my own matote ceremony, I comment to myself, as I take in the beauty of the rising sun. We're helping this family, move across the country, honoring their decision to not vaccinate and relocate their 8 children and 2 dogs to the East Coast. Members of the pack are starting a new life and storyline in a different part of the country. These experiences to practice unconditional love and standing in my power and supporting humans where they are at. The ocean called and this family answered. We are witnessing wolves stand in their power, honor their internal guidance, and follow their instinct to be of service in a different community. They are not backing down from those questioning and attempting to subjugate the husband within his career. We are holding space for his wife as she births her 8th child during the last full moon as they sell their family home and begin packing for their new adventure, simultaneously welcoming a new baby girl into the world. I'm an outsider. Yet I'm in this truck moving their life to South Carolina. Here I have an opportunity to practice full goddess presence, resilience, and an open heart. There's an opportunity to stay expanded in the wife's presence of judgment and unacceptance. As I am the other woman, challenging her agreements that divorce is not okay in her Christian belief system. I witness my body during the discomfort, acknowledging and supporting myself in solo practice. Thankful for the tools provided, I recite mantras, do breath work, and honor my body by removing myself when the energy is too low to maintain my nervous system as she slowly works through her own agreements. We acknowledge the death cycle that she is in. New baby, new home, new state, new life, as she wrangles 8 children in the middle of a pandemic as her alpha chooses to leave his job. I repeat the mantras, new baby, new home, new state, new life, as I practice not taking her distance personally. I am overwhelmed by the chaos of the moving trucks being unloaded by the 3 firefighters who drove across the country to help their brother and his family, part of their pack. The beach calls to me, the sand between my toes, songs sung by passing birds, the sun sinking into and activating my cells as the waves slowly roll into the shore, alignment. This sacred ground, tears fill my eyes as I scan the beach. I could live here. I hear myself speaking aloud, heart expanding, anchoring a container of energy, knowing deep within that I will return another day or lifetime to this beach. Or have I just returned? The vibrations of the truck become a welcome initiation deep within myself, allowing and leaning into the stream of consciousness, recapitulating and rewriting storylines where I gave my own power away, sending healing to those timelines and releasing myself from those stories holding me back. I'm dreaming awake, following time with the movement of the sun. What day is it? I feel expansion unlike ever before, embodying the present moment, forgetting that there even was a moving truck in the parking lot at the Opryland Resort in Nashville in our one night of reprieve in the process of moving a family. Did we escape the Matrix? I asked as we walked down the hallways with no people in them. Stores are closed, restaurants are dark with no movement. There's creepy silence. I joke about the fog outside looking like zombie weather. Are they hiding in there? Where is everyone? Is this simulator just for us in this precise moment? The carpet in the halls mesmerize us into a hypnotic state every time we leave our room. I touch the walls as we walk, gazing into the sparkly lights on the ceiling. Is this place even real? A noise pulls my attention. Oh, look, there's a human. He sings with the voice of an angel. The soft, downy bed is a welcome change from the bench of the truck. Stretching out, I allow my soul basket freedom and movement as I snuggle into the comfort and darkness of this new space. I find myself drifting off into a previous vision. It is so dark outside. With the vision of an eagle, I witness. This parking lot is expansive in the black of night. The huge building is blocking the wind as the family works to fix the bus-like RV parked against the brick building. There are tubes coming out of the bottoms and the sides, all working tirelessly to fix the electrical system and restart the bus so that they can get on to their next destination. One by one, the tubes are untangled and cut until there is only one left. Jose slowly walks the perimeter of the bus and joins the family inside. Time stands still as peace and reverence fill the air. Stillness settles into the space. There's generations of the family quietly gathering inside the bus, breathing in unison, merging with the infinite as he is called home. Waking up from my dream, moisture held in my eyes as my heart holds space for my loved ones, I turn on my computer and I write. Hearts, traversing in the infinite, gazing past the stars and moon, hearing calls from heaven, she calls him home so soon. Honoring an abandoned temple, showering love in a different tune. Grateful for this journey, gratitude for you. Your heart, your love, your everything inspires my heart's truth. Daring domestication, allowing our souls to thrive. We came to earth in avatars, knowing the risk to be alive. Our birthright, our song, if the world could just get along. Peace and love comes in all forms of size. I pray the world one day will come to realize. Blessings to you for lighting the way, shining your bright light. As you whisper words of wisdom, I hear you in the night. The sun peeks into the room, into my eyes, gently bringing me back into the soft, downy bed. I am filled with love and gratitude for this journey in space and the humans who have chosen to join me in this storyline. Stepping into the parking lot of the Opryland Resort, greeting the full moon in all its glory, I take a moment to honor Don Miguel Ruiz's brother, who passed and crossed over the night before. Breathe. I'm ready for this next part of this magical adventure that I am on. Feral and free, the full moon in me, sparkling lights shine down, shedding light on the now. Presence is truth. The light shines so bright, my love, my heart beams gratitude for this night. Sea salt drips from my wet hair as we find our seats on the plane. I'm settling in and allowing the expansion room to play. Drifting in and out, recapitulating what comes into my awareness as the plane lulls me back into lucidity. Hours drift by, the sun long into slumber. Our last plane to catch is missed by minutes in the dark of the night. My warrior within perks up. The boys are on a 48-hour shift at 8 a.m. It's midnight and we're Seattle. We're in Seattle. It's 3 hours from home with no flights left tonight. Okay, I'm driving. Scanning the airport. Where's the Starbucks? I need coffee. Don't make assumptions, I hear from deep within. I pass along my thought process to my partner, who instantly rejects the offer. Nah, I'm fine. But you both must work tomorrow, and I don't. You unpacked the entire truck by yourself today and then went surfing and then got on a plane that crossed the entire country. This is what we do. We're doers. Witnessing my jaw clenching and the fire building in my belly, I got still and I checked in with my body. Hey, love, what's going on? I am capable of leading. I felt like I was not doing enough unloading the trucks because I physically could not. This I can do. I know how tired they both are. Driving that tired is a safety issue. I will not sleep anyways. I have been expanded in goddess energy this whole trip. My warrior is not being acknowledged in this moment. Oh, he's forgetting that we made an agreement to be agile with our aspects. I need to use different language. Aha, thank you. I turned to my partner and looked deep into his eyes. Hey, Alpha, this is a perfect opportunity for you to practice being willing to receive. An hour goes by as he stands alone in the line getting the rental. As we head to the car, I inform the young cub that I will be driving. The same dialogue shows up, the banter, the giggles commence around their fast lifestyle and lack of sleep being normal in their world. This time, I just smiled and sent him so much love. Knowing seeds will be planted tonight, I practice patience with the wolf cub. The little one chooses to drive first. He pops in the front seat and I slide into the passenger seat while my partner lays across the back with my furry blanket. At 1 a.m., I poke him. Hey, are you ready to switch? He chooses the destination where we will switch, crawls into the back seat, and accepts the furry blanket offering. An hour into my drive, the warrior beside me wakes up, checks the GPS, and starts to talk, interrupting him. Aren't you supposed to be sleeping? I grin, running my hand along the inside of his leg and up his chest, settling on his heart. I got you. I energetically beam into his weary eyes, witnessing his body surrender and slide into a deep sleep. I pull into the driveway of the house left behind to drop off the warrior cub at his truck. Stirring, he exclaims, "Did you drive the rest of the way home? You brought me to my truck? Awesome!" I got you. Escapes my lips as he gathers his belongings and waves to his partner as he climbs into his vehicle. See you in a couple of hours, Captain. The alarm clock goes off after 2 hours of restful sleep in our own bed. Thank you for taking care of me, he whispers as he kisses my third eye and leaves to be in service to the citizens of our community once again with his pack. It's the start of a new day. The medicine. Routines kill creativity. Yet humans also need routines. So where's the balance? When your routine is so hardwired, you slip into autopilot and miss a lot of what's going on around you, your light, awareness, and sensitivities shut down. The art of awareness demands creativity, attention, and intention. Can you undo some of your conscious patterning? Or rather, are you ready to undo some of your conscious patterning? You are wildly capable, and you are always at choice. Start with something little, like brushing your teeth with the opposite hand, or taking a different route to get to work. How about ordering something different off the menu, or choosing a different type of music to listen to? My big undoing experiment was to not drive when I came to Washington. As a powerful, independent, single woman for years, being in control of my life was my normal. I chose to allow my partner to always be the one to drive, to be the conscious, to be the alpha, and lead. I chose not to memorize the roads and to just be in the moment when we were in the vehicles and completely surrender to the experience. I had to train my body to sit with the discomfort of not being in control. I had to train my brain to not try to remember the roads or where anything was and just be in the moment. This was a big ask for me as a recovering controller. Control your environment, control your safety, right? Does anyone else get nervous when somebody else is driving? I chose to stay in the experiment until I became comfortable with just being in the vehicle. And then I started mapping the area and driving myself again. Where can you be more present in your life and shed some light into some unhealthy patterns that are holding you back? Here are 6 steps to release the snare around your paw. Number 1, meet yourself where you're at. 2, do not set yourself up for failure. 3, choose attainable goals. 4, assess and repeat. 5, have fun with it. 6, share your experiences in the group. Remember, the art of awareness demands creativity, attention, and intention. Sharing your intention allows the universe an opportunity to support you and your soul's growth in many magical and mysterious ways. Yay! Mama Willow is so proud of her cubs and loves to post their work of art on her den walls. You deserve to be seen, you gorgeous ray of light. And that is my first chapter in my book, Bytes of Light.
That was absolutely beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
I feel to read it out loud.
It's awesome. It kind of takes me right back to those scenarios and walking through the Opperland Resort in the middle of COVID when there was nobody there. And to see the beach again and sit in that energy, it's amazing.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. Is there any last thing that you would like to say to the audience right now?
It's okay to own your truth. It's okay to live from your heart and just allow that authentic expression of you to come out. You are a unique ray of light, and it's okay to shine.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, listeners. See you next time.